Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel, At Home with Chelle, and to one of my favourite videos to film, one of my favourite days of the year, and that is the day when I decorate my living room and my main Christmas tree. I absolutely love this day, and every single year, I know it seems a bit extra, but I book the day off work and I just spend a day by myself. I have got some new pyjamas on, like Christmassy pyjamas. I put Christmas films on and just, have a really lovely day. Hopefully you guys enjoy watching this as much as I enjoy filming it. I'll show you how I put all of my decorations up, how I kind of style my tree, some tips and tricks that I've learned throughout the years, and then I'll obviously show you what it looks like at the end. So this year I'm going for kind of like burgundies, deep reds, a little bit of raspberry in there, and some kind of white, pearly white colours, and a little bit of gold in there as well to create my kind of like a traditional Christmas tree look, I suppose. So yeah, I feel like I've had quite a productive morning so far. Got up, got ready, I've had pancakes and fruit for breakfast, I've got a slow cooker curry on as well, so dinner is all sorted, so I can just relax now and get on with it. So really hope that you enjoy this video. If you do, please do give it a thumbs up, and if you are new to my channel, there's lots of Christmas content coming over the next few weeks, so would love for you to subscribe. So first things first, I'm going to put a Christmas movie on. Always go on Netflix and watch something. Do you know what? I might just watch that. Normally I'll watch like The Holiday or something, but I might watch this. A Merry Little Xmas. Fire's on as well, nice and cosy in here. The first thing that I do is to test the Christmas lights, because there is nothing worse than doing all your Christmas decorations, turning the lights on and realising they don't work. So I would always recommend doing that a week or so before you get your Christmas decorations out. I actually went through all of my Christmas decorations a couple of weeks ago just to make sure everything was okay, see what I wanted, and I'd actually made a list last year of a couple of little things that I wanted to add to my Christmas decor. So yeah, it's quite handy doing things like that. Then next step is to get your Christmas tree out. So I have the Christmas tree from Balsam Hill. I wanted a Balsam Hill one for ages, saved up for it and got this probably maybe 3 years ago now. And it is a 7 foot a flocked one. I'll link it down below if anyone is interested. And it is, I just love it because it's so full. Yeah, and it's just, the quality is really good as well. Then the next thing I do is, before I get the tree up, I put the tree skirt down. And I always do this first, because trying to lift it afterwards and trying to get the tree skirt on is an absolute nightmare. So I would always recommend tree skirt first, then the Christmas tree stand, and then actually putting your Christmas tree next. Next, I probably spend a good couple of hours, maybe only an hour now. The first year I got it, I spent a couple of hours kind of fluffing it and making it look much fuller. Now I probably only spend about an hour. So what I normally do the night before I'm decorating is get the tree out, pull all the branches, and just spend a little bit of time manipulating the branches. This is really handy and actually comes with some Christmas tree like gloves as well. So because these branches can be quite sharp, and I always end up with little scratches all up my arm. So wearing the gloves is really handy. And then I just kind of get some of the branches and just basically just kind of fluff them up, making sure all the little individual branches are sticking out as well. Then in the middle of the tree, so when you kind of go into the depth of the tree, making sure that they're all going different ways. So you've got some going up, some going down, and then that helps create a bit of depth to the tree. Once I've got the tree up and I've done all of my fluffing, I then put I put the lights up, Nick actually put the lights up. And then I know there's lots of different ways of doing it. Some people go up and down. we like to go round and round, so just starting from the top, and I just wrap my lights round an old magazine. This has never failed me. I just wrap them round it and they never tangle or anything. Put the plug inside, working your way round the tree. So that's where we're at now. The Christmas tree is up, it's all fluffed and the lights are on it. I've now got all of my decorations out of the garage. So I've got various boxes, so I've generally got kind of like tree sprigs and things like flowers in there, giant baubles in there, I've got some other bits in there like table decor, and then in here this is what I've bought this year. I've got some throws and cushions, and then here is generally where I keep my baubles, just to keep them nice and safe, because I have had breakages. I haven't had any this year actually, so again, keep them safe in there. And then I'm going to, so I always start with the sprigs. Are they called sprigs? You know, kind of like berries and things that you would put in the tree. So I'm going to get all of those out, lay them out on the floor so I can see what I have, because that's what I always start with. I've laid out all of the picks. I have also got some white flowers in there, but I'm probably not going to use those this year. So starting with these red, they're like a burgundy deep red kind of berry picks with some frosting on as well. These I absolutely love. I think they're about £3 from the range, and they just create so much depth and interest into the tree. I've then got some kind of white eucalyptus here. I've got these with the white berries on as well. These are really nice, and I just kind of again put these throughout the tree. And then some flowers, so I've got some kind of creamy white flowers, and then like some poinsettias, which basically were just something that I pulled apart. These I think I've got from Home Bargains, these big red flowers, and again I just pulled the stick off, and then it's a much cheaper way, rather than buying the huge flowers that you can get in the garden centre, just buy them from anywhere else and pull the sticks off. This year I've also bought this bow, so I'd normally start with putting the picks in, but I think I'm going to start with the bow at the top and then work my way around. Once the bow was on, I then added the eucalyptus kind of white picks to the top of the tree to try and create a bit of a topper. A little lower down I added some of the white berry picks. Next I added these white kind of creamy flowers, and whenever I add anything like this I work in triangles or diamonds to display them, which hopefully you can see what I mean. Now to add a bit of colour and contrast with these gorgeous red berry picks. Now when I add this I try and cascade them through the tree and create almost like 3 kind of levels I suppose, so they look like it's wrapping the tree. I hope the lighting is okay, as it's really hard to film in front of the window. I added 3 of the larger red flowers slightly lower down, again working in a triangle shape. I had a few of the white berry picks left, so added these in the gaps throughout the middle of the tree. Picks are such an effective way of making the tree seem a lot fuller and expensive looking. So with all of the picks and flowers on the tree, I then started to add the baubles, always starting with the biggest ones. I have 3 large red ones, and I think I've got 4 of the large white ones. And then what I do with these is actually try and kind of put them in the tree itself to create that depth, and then you can just kind of see them through the tree, which looks really effective. So I just thought I'd show you a little progress update. So at the minute you can see I've just got the bows, the picks and everything in, and a couple of flowers, and then I did just move a couple of these baubles. Actually I put a couple of the white ones up top, and then I've got the red baubles that you can see that I've kind of pushed into the tree, and then a couple more white ones there. But you can see already, even without any, you know, baubles or anything on there, it just adds so much depth. I have got some more flowers left, but I've decided I'm not actually going, they're all white ones and I want it to be more kind of burgundy this year, so I'm not going to add them. But yeah, really pleased with it so far. Now time to start adding the baubles. I was just getting my baubles out and remembered I've got these big stars that I'd bought this year, so I need to actually, because they're quite big, so I'll put them on before I put any more baubles on. And I'm thinking maybe at the side, I've got two of them, so I'm thinking maybe create a bit of, because otherwise it's kind of front facing, if that makes sense. Whereas if I put these on the side, it will look quite nice. Yeah, I think that looks nice there. Pop on the other side too. So I'm just getting my baubles out now, and I'd actually found these in a bag in the garage. I must have bought them last year and completely forgot. So I've got quite a lot of the burgundy ones. The only thing I'm not sure of this year is to actually whether to add on any white, because I used to have almost like a white Christmas tree kind of theme, you know, like a frosted white, and it was a lot of white decorations. Whereas this year I think I'm going to keep it mainly burgundy, and then I might just add in a couple. I'm just going to go through them. I also bought some kind of raspberry type ones as well, just to add to the colours a little bit as well, and hopefully it will look okay. So I'm just going to go through that now. I've been through all of the baubles now, and I think I'm going to keep with mainly the maroony colours with just a few of the plain white ones in. So I've got like marbly ones like this, or ones with more silver on, and I'm not going to include those. I might actually use those on the tree in my bedroom. So yeah, next step is to add all of the baubles. I'm going to add the burgundy ones first and then the white ones. When I add the baubles, I put some behind the branches, again just so you get a glimpse without kind of it looking too full. I've added most of the red and the burgundy, and then just a few white baubles to the tree as well. I have still got a whole box of these ones left, but to be honest, I don't really think it needs any more. I don't want it to look like too much. So yeah, I quite like it how it is at the minute, so I think I'm just going to add some of those other red ones round the front and maybe the sides, because I've probably neglected them a little bit. But yeah, really pleased with how it's looking so far, and it's already starting to get quite dark now. Now time to turn on the lights, and I absolutely love it and just think it looks so pretty. That's the tree done for now. I still need to add a couple of bits to the bottom, but I'm going to get on with the rest of the room. So firstly, adding a garland to the media unit. I've had this garland for years and it's still in great condition. I'm going to put it up with some command hooks so I don't damage the wall. Arabella is back now, so she's helping. She wanted to get her Christmas PJs on too, and we've got Elf on, which is just, you know, such a classic, great film, isn't it? So once the garland was up, I added some battery operated lights and then a couple of red bows. In the corner of the room I added another small tree. It's almost like a eucalyptus kind of tree that I got from Tesco's a couple of years ago. This looks really pretty when it's lit up at night and just kind of adds something else to the other side of the room.
It's Christmas time, 'cause when joy fills the air, you already know it's Christmas.
I have two little side tables next to the sofa and took my flowers from the vase and added some seasonal ones, which are these red and green ones. And then to the other table I added this candle that I got from Next recently, and it smells amazing, and just put some matches alongside it. Now back to the bottom of the tree, and I think it's nice to add a couple of things under the tree, whether that's some decor bits or even wrapped boxes as presents. To one side I added these paper trees, and then to the other side I've got some, they're almost like miniature hat boxes, and then I just tied some ribbon around a couple of them. So I was planning on decorating this room before Christmas, but never got round to it. But I am going to change out my autumn prints for some Christmas ones. These ones are from Desenio, as are my my Christmas ones. I absolutely love them. And I keep my different prints actually in the frame itself, and then it's super easy just to swap them out.
My kisses are for one special guy. He's a dreamboat of a man, my own sweet buttercup. I'm just so revved up by his praise.
I then put the prints back up. Again, I used the command strips and then decided to add a bow to each. Initially I put it in the middle, and then I changed my mind and thought I'd put the middle one in the middle and the other two at the edge. The last thing to decorate is the coffee table. I got this candle last year from Aldi, but I do think they have a similar one this year. I then added a couple of other bits, the vase, a stag, and then this cute little present box.
Give me everything I want. I'm not sure he even knows my name, but that we will remedy. Right here by the Christmas tree is where I hold my breath, but he won't know.
I added this red kind of checked throw and a couple of cushions just to create a little bit of a Christmassy feel on the sofa. I did also put our little Lemax kind of villages out, but I need to get some batteries. I realised I hadn't got any to put all the batteries in this, but it still looks really cute anyway.
Let this mistletoe moment.
So that's it, the room is done. It feels so nice and cozy in here. I've had such a good day decorating, and I just love how this room looks at Christmas. I really hope that you have enjoyed this video and seeing my living room Christmas decor. I'll be decorating the rest of the house over the next couple of weeks. As always, thank you so much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you again soon. Bye!